What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. And we're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. I don't have my card with me again this week because I picked another card that is in my ComC account. Maybe I should have cards sent to me sometime. I don't know. Just a thought. But my card was a Barry Sanders rookie card. Now, it's not the one EP already used. It's not the one that would probably be worth too much money to use on this show. It is the 1989 Oscar Mayer Clausen Pickles Detroit Police rookie card, number 11. These, I was trying to do research on them. They are apparently cards that the Detroit Police had distributed. They were sponsored by Oscar Mayer and I guess Clausen Pickles, and they were just given out. This card, they were very like flimsy, very thin, not the best made card, but
hey, they were like Pro Set.
They were worse than Pro Set. Pro Set wasn't bad in '89, I don't think. Yeah. So yeah, and it's like probably about a $10-15 card if you get a nice one raw on eBay. There are some you can get for like $5 that are a little more beat up and stuff. PSA 8 is only going to cost you like $20-25 if you want to go that route. Yeah, have somebody pay the grading fee for you, and then you get a card. PSA 9's like $40-50 card, and a PSA 10 is pretty solidly around $250. But
that's not bad.
This is, the one Barry Sanders card, rookie card that most people don't think about when they think of Barry Sanders rookies. That's my card.
I want it. I gotta get one.
The look on EP's face when you said it.
Because I also love those weird, like the Clausen pickle, like bread card, like all that sort of stuff. I love that stuff. And I didn't even think that there might be a Barry Sanders one out there, a Barry Sanders rookie card out there of all things.
And they're not very rare. Like there are quite a few of them out there.
I've never heard of that card. Same. I've never heard of that. And Mike, my wiener has a first name. It's Oscar. Right? Is that Oscar Mayer Wiener, right?
That is correct.
There we go. Fill out your bingo card. If you were gonna hear me say my wiener has a first name, it's Oscar.
I would have encouraged you to sing it, but then we might have gotten copyright.
We would have gotten because I would sound just like the commercial too.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Oh, wow.
I love it.
Okay. What do you have for us this week? Bail us out of this.
Well, I will say, I will say, like Joe said last week, that Barry Sanders wins this week. Like, it's not a competition, of course. The Barry Sanders wins. That's an amazing card. I only have a 1992 Marvel Universe base card, but it's the Magneto Dr. Doom base card, which I love. There are very few cards with the two of them together on the same card. This is PSA 9. I have it listed for $29.99. You can get it for $25. You can get a base card. It's one of those 50-cent cards. You can get it for $1.65 on eBay. But I just love that it's got two of my favorite villains. Like, in my opinion, they're probably the two best villains in Marvel. I love Spider-Man's coterie of villains. But I mean, Dr. Doom with Fantastic Four and Magneto versus the X-Men. Like, they're always going against the smartest heroes in Marvel. And I love the two of them together on this card. It's really cool. I like the art and stuff too. So there you go.
Is that one you just sent in to get graded?
It is. And there's a PSA reveal that'll, if it's not on the channel this week, it's going to be on the channel this weekend. So it's definitely going to be, definitely going to be out there very, very soon if it's not already out there.
It's a bold statement considering I'm the one that has to do all the work.
That's why I never give dates or I always say it'll be on the channel sometime in the future.
Sometime between now and the end of 2024, it'll be on the channel. Put it that way. Between now and I don't know the next presidential election, it'll be on the channel. Right.
Yeah, maybe not.
To your point about that card, that was one of my favorite things about the Series 3 set was the team ups.
Yeah.
Because they did like the greatest battles and like the first two, I think it was, and they had teams and stuff but the team ups were always fun. And that card, I mean, Dr. Doom, he's coming to the MCU. Maybe Magneto will be coming to the MCU soon. Yep. So, yeah, that's a really fun card.
Who is more powerful?
It's Magneto.
Magneto is more powerful, but I think Dr. Doom's a better bad guy. That's my thought. But I think, yeah, Magneto.
I
Just
don't know.
rip that mask right off him.
He could.
He could.
Yeah.
Like when he just randomly figured out he could just take all the adamantium off of Wolverine, just rip it right out of his body.
Right out of there. I need to see that live action. I need that in live action.
There's some people watching this right now going, huh? So, Joe, bail us out again.
Bail us out. My wiener has a no, that's not okay. So since Mike's gonna win this week anyway, I agree. EP, it was a little presumptuous for you to say it since there was still one more card to go, and I could have brought up, I don't know, playoff contenders, Brady rookie. I don't know. You don't know what I was gonna say, so it was presumptuous. It was okay for me to do it because I was last time. But I'm gonna go with 1992, and I have this card, but it's in a binder, and I'm not taking it out of the binder because that's who I am. I'm going to go 1992 DC Cosmic Cards hologram. You're thinking probably Superman or maybe Flash or maybe Green Lantern. Mike, we love Green Lantern. Let's go with the real MVP. Card number 1. Clark Kent, Lois Lane. I mean, okay, so this is the one. This is we always talk about. One for them, one for us. Like this is a one for me kind of card because this was the first hologram I remember pulling. It's so ridiculous. It's so stupid. The fact that it's just those two walking down the street together. That's the hologram. That's literally all it is. And I swear I got more of these when I ripped packs. I had like 3 or 4 copies of this card. But there's just something about it. It takes me back to a time. We always talk about nostalgia on the channel. It takes me back to a time when I'm opening up packs in 1992. Like that's the card because you're like, oh, cool. I got a hologram of Clark and Lois. What is going on? So there's just something about it. The way the hologram hits his dress pants. Killer. It's killer. You can pick this one up for like $3. You got one hologram. I'm sorry. Yeah. 1 per 10 packs. So you could pull up to 4 holograms in a box. I will say, joking aside about DC stuff or this card specifically, DC stuff is going to be the next Marvel stuff. The card that EP just talked about, how it's worth like $25 in a 9. Mark my words, a year from now, 2 years from now, DC stuff will be hitting that level. So get some cheap stuff now is my point.
Well, how excited were you when you pulled that? Do you remember how excited you were to pull that first?
Oh, I was through the roof. I was through the roof because pulling holograms was, it's the basis of why Mike and I are friends, for God's sakes. But like pulling holograms back in the 90s was just such a like thrill because they were so different than any other card.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Like, there's when you pull a hologram, it is just so much different than anything else you pulled out of any of the packs. So yeah, that's very, very cool. I mean, obviously this one's not as cool. Oh no.
Okay, pens out, everyone.
People should buy a bunch of these holograms and get them graded, and they're going to make a ton of money.
Like how many? If you had to guess, if you had to say a number you would need to get to hit
100,
5,000-10,000.
Okay, all right.
I mean, no, I'm going big. I mean, you want to retire, right? So
yeah.
Good investment advice as usual.
I love the investment advice at the end of 3 cards, which is the worst time to give investment advice because these 3 cards generally probably don't need to be graded. To be fair. Or this card specifically. That's true. This card specifically should not be graded.
Well, I mean, there we go. Joe is the master of nostalgia. Clearly, EP and I only do modern stuff on this channel. So
definitely,
EP, we got to pick up our game at some point here.
You do.
All right, guys. 3 great choices this week, and I will see you next week. Take care, guys.
See you, boys.
See ya.